CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, goddammit. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. Give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are old Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
All right. What's up, Tiff?
Hey, where's our pictures at?
I don't know. I'm trying to come up here. There we are. There's me and you. Well, it's kind of me and you. It's me and you and this and that. But hey, it's already starting. We're just doing a pre-record here. So see, they're not sensitive to us whatever way we are. I don't know why I hear them not doing this, but I mean, I'm excited. I know a lot of people are excited. Rochelle is an information highway. And we are going to get privy to this information so that we can stop these bastards in their tracks. I mean, this is it. I don't know if anybody watched the other night and checked this out, but if you didn't, this is Rochelle Brooks that we'll be having on here in a second, and she is currently amidst the lawsuit against the United States of America, which I believe she's won, right? Correct?
Yeah, she already won.
Right, so she was just waiting on hearing about her payments, correct? Is that where she's at?
I believe so.
All right, I mean, that's exciting. I don't mean to do this right now, but all of a sudden, Tiff, there we go. There's you. That's me. My door's open here. There we go. Let's close my door. I gotta check this out. If I had a little extra music here, look at this. Don't Tread on Me, 1776.
Oh, I like that. Timu.
Yep. Oh, Timu's right there. I'm
Be
not.
your wife.
I'm not doing a. Oh well, look at this. She bought me a new drone from Timu. Look at this. Oh, never mind. It's not from Timu. Never mind. Sorry about that. That's for another ad. But yeah, it's good stuff. Timu is. But yeah, I'm excited. Rochelle's here. She got a friend along with her, right? I don't know. I'm interested to hear what his story is or what it is not or whatever. He seems like a nice gentleman. His name is Larry Baker, and the Candlestick Maker. Yeah. Well, whatever, Tiff. Let's do this, right? So we're pre-recording
Let's roll.
this. So all right, let's bring. Oh my God, we lost Rochelle.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna call her. I told her if she got lost, I would call her and we would do this on my speakerphone.
On your speakerphone. Oh, you see that? Do you see my eye?
No, what's wrong with it?
Look at it. It's crooked.
Uh-oh. Can you hear her? She just said hello.
I hear her. We'll get late.
All right. We're on the speakerphone because we lost you again.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, you can start spitting your knowledge. We'll bring your friend Mr. Baker on.
There you
okay.
go.
Well,
Yeah. Well, so Rochelle.
Hold on, Darren.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Darren. Hold on, Rochelle. He's got a question.
Yeah, Rochelle. So we started with you the other night. Do you want to just start this with a little brief description of who, what, where, all that good stuff that you got going on with you and who you are and what your plan of action is and everything? Just a little, for the people that didn't hear the show the other day.
yes, sure.
Okay. Here she is. She's back in. There's Rochelle. She's in the box. Here we go, Rochelle. Here we go. Oh my gosh, darn it. Cherry Pop and Santa Claus. All right, there she is. All right. She's coming in hot. Thank you. Tiffany, will you make some noise, please? Do a mic check.
I got her on speakerphone too.
Okay, it's because we don't have a.
You can hear her?
I cannot. She has no green line coming through. So why don't we keep her video up and then use your speakerphone as well?
That's what we're doing.
Okay, except for she just left.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, there she is. Rochelle's in the house. Huh. Okay, here she is right here. We got her coming up here. Good thing I haven't edited this. Okay, there she shows up here. So Rochelle, I don't know if you are just gonna do.
She's been talking.
There you go. Okay, well, you were muted or something because your mouth's moving, but no noise is coming from it.
Oh my God.
Is your phone muted? There you go. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. So yesterday we were speaking on Title 42, Section 192, the Bureau Chief Investigation Reports, which clearly states that no one can take your child over your objection. A lot of people, when you go outside and you protest, you have not objected. So, but to them, you sound crazy. You just sound like yelling people. My organization, the way I wrote it, is a claim. Syracuse, Faith and Hope, that's the subject 16, is the cause of action. So when you go into court, you have to state a lawful claim. So if your daughter's name is Caitlin, then you're supposed to state the state of Virginia. So my daughter Caitlin on 2000 in a year, and that's how you claim to be pleased the court and to win. So I tried quickly how to get into court and to get your kids back by order to show cause. Then after you get your court papers in.
Okay, but it's not wise to be protesting while you still got your kids in custody. Is that what you're saying? If you're in the middle of a case, should you back off with your protesting and all of that stuff, or how do you feel about that? If your kids are just getting taken by CPS, do you recommend that people stay out of there until they get their case heard?
Our state court. The only court you guys should be in is district court.
Okay.
That's our only court. The only time that a district court will sometimes tell you to pick your kids up from family, from the highest court, telling you go back in there. They're going to have your kids ready.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the only time. Get your kids in the building.
Okay.
We've had parents that have had judges' court orders for return them.
Just like me. So that's why you have to go into a federal court, because we haven't told. Well, I got assaulted by the police. It depends on what happened to them. So we can now, since we can witness for each other, we can get them in there. We can file on their behalf. We can file an order on their behalf.
And what happens? And what happens if you have a federal court order releasing your children and they still won't do it?
Now it's time to go to the 9th floor of the FBI and have them go and get the kids. But sometimes they may need a writ. So the marshals are the reactions. The marshals. You can serve the U.S. Marshal forms that you can go ahead and get your orders.
I had one client that I helped here in Virginia. She had a court order to get her kids back. The sheriff refused to go get the kids, call the school board, legal custody papers, and go pick them up from school. And she did.
Mm-hmm.
And she got her kids back.
Oh, good. Very nice.
Yeah, that's what they do to try to free up their mess, because they don't want to get involved with giving them back, because the people that paid them to keep them is upset. So they do stuff like that. So you can go pick up your, if you got enough support. But people like me that don't have the proper support, then I gotta take different states saying I kidnapped my own children and trapped or whatever they were, so I have to be very careful. So the state said they were going to get me and everything. So
Wow. And
it's just a little slow process. Yeah. So now, like I said,
Go ahead.
The next process I've done is the agency, well, the portion of what I'm involved now with the bankruptcy process and getting payment. So that way, if I don't have physical human financial support to hire armed security to go and pick up my kids now. So that's the goal. Finish this claim. I got until March, and then I don't know how long it takes for the judge to rule on how much they're going to give me, but they didn't deny not $1 that I sued for. And you have to sue. It's too much damage. Your kid's name, you will always need some kind of comfort, or you'll never be the same.
So, because obviously they've blocked mine and Darren's email address from me. Tell them where to go to get your packet so that they can get this information.
Right. Well, you are becoming advocates, right? It requires just a little bit of training. So I give you some certificates after completion. I have to teach you properly. I can't give you a gun and then not. So with people, I give like waivers that I would give you a copy, but we have to go through it, because if you don't, they will just murder you. I literally are on my neck for them hiring people to kill me. Now they have hired people nonstop to harass me. So I said I'm gonna have to get a gun to escalate this, because you're not gonna make me move or terrorize me. So they've been sending children here, and yesterday they had kids knocking at the door to see if I was home, and they keep trying to set me up. I don't understand what's going on, but just be careful, because whatever you accuse them of, they will accuse you of. So if I accuse them from hurting my kids, and they're trying to plant kids up, literally had kids climbing on my roof. I'm like, what kids is this house? I don't have, it didn't make any sense. So that's what's been going on.
Well, I will definitely, I know Darren definitely take your course, but the problem is we don't know how to get to you because they've blocked us at every angle.
How do you get
right? And I'm gonna get out the house safely.
Okay, that's cool. And Darren can, since he's got your digits, I will have him send you his address too. But yeah, because they blocked us at every angle. That's why this is crazy. They don't like when people like us speak out against.
Nope.
So if you, everybody can email me at Syracuse Soul Faith and Hope 2016 at gmail.com. That's typically where I'll watch either on, I usually use, Zoom, and try to present it that way. But there's an intake, because of the hacking I've experienced, and I have to take IDs because the next into a federal court, and I'm prosecuting criminally, So that's why I require the intake process. It's not hard, just your ID, and if you require free services, which means I'm not going to be here for 10 years working on one packet. It doesn't take that long. And you have to get into the court. Don't take the packet if you're not going to go into court.
Right.
I'm an action group. I don't just sit. When I say we're going to go do an order to show cause, be ready today. So I prep you for court that day or that week. It's not long, and there's no need to be scared. I'll guide you. I'll if you put me on speaker, I don't care what state it is, I will.
What was that email again, Rochelle? Syracuse. What was that? Syracuse. What's the email address?
Repeat the email address, because Darren is going to put it in the link.
Yeah.
Okay, Syracuse, SYR.
Yep.
ACUSE.
Yep.
Faith and Hope 2016 at gmail.com.
So I was looking in my Facebook today. Actually, on your page, wouldn't let me click on it.
Syracuse.
What?
I swear to God, it would not let me click on it. That Syracuse thing that you said.
Soul Safe and Home.
And I'm actually in that group. Syracuse.
Yeah, Soul Safe and Home, right?
No, he got it messed up.
Syracuse, Soul,
Yep.
Faith, and Hope 2016.
Soul, Safe, and Hope. So SOUL SAFE.
Faith.
Oh, I can.
Yeah. Put it in
Yeah, put it in the box.
the box.
Put it in the box, please. My Lord. Do you think we can edit this?
Yeah.
This will definitely be
Okay. Because I would like to get a list. I can do at least 100 people. At least 100 people in one day if everybody had their documents ready to go to stop child support, and at least 100 people a day to go into court within that week or day. If you got your records, you can go the same day. If you got records that the child is your child, or an affidavit stating that the child is your child, and if any challenges arises, we can take a DNA test. Figure it out. You can go to the pharmacy and pick one up.
Now, does that include if your rights have been terminated that the child is still your child?
Yes, you're right. Listen, it's a fake court. We need to talk a little more. You've been in a fake courtroom and they've been lying to you. I can prove that it's.
Okay.
I'm about to edify you right now.
Okay.
I need you guys to go to google.com for me.
Yep.
Well, I can't because I'm holding the phone and I'm on the other one.
Yep.
Okay, no problem. I'll just say it and then you can go to it later.
Okay.
One second. I'll put it on the line.
But if you go to google.com,
Yep.
Darren, are you on
I
Google?
will be in 1 second.
Okay, hold on. He's.
No,
I know he's so.
yeah. Okay. All right. Back at the ranch. Okay. Here we go. Rocking and rolling. Google.com. I had to switch my keyboards.
all right, type in non-positive.
Hold on.
Okay, here we go. Share.
She said non-positive law.
Yes, ma'am. Let's do
Non-positive versus positive. Oh,
Okay, good. She said non-positive.
Non-positive versus positive.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yes. In the box. So make sure that, let's see if it's getting in the box.
well,
All right, he's got it up.
now it should say like U.S. House. It should be like a government agency telling you the definition, and it'll tell you also that the Children's and Family Services is a non-positive law title. Non-positive means that they don't. It's just this is provisional, meaning if a child is abandoned, then they can rule over that child.
Okay, so you want me to go to the House site, the positive law codification?
Yeah, there you go.
Positive law codification. Okay.
Oh my.
Okay.
It should be highlighted. It should be highlighted.
Links to current and recently completed positive law codification projects. Since the term positive law has a long established meaning in legal philosophy, but as a narrower meaning when referring to titles of the code.
Keep going. The
The code is divided into titles according to subject matter. Some are called positive law titles, and the rest are called non-positive law titles. A positive law title of the code is itself a federal statute. A non-positive law title is the code is an editorial compilation of federal statutes. For example, Title 10, Armed Forces, is a positive law title because the title itself has been enacted by Congress. For the enacting provision of Title 10, see first section of the Act of August 10th, 1956, Chapter 1041, 78, Stat 1. By contrast, Title 42, the Public Health and Welfare, is a non-positive law title. Title 42 is comprised of many individually enacted federal statutes,
Wow. She said,
such
there you
as
go.
the
You got it?
Yep, have been editorial compiled and organized into the title, but the title itself has not been enacted. Holy cannoli. The title itself has not been
So if
enacted.
you can't, I apologize.
No, go ahead,
No,
Rochelle.
go ahead.
No, you. They lied to you. What I give you is in your exam. When you go on court or you go into the FBI, you give them that and you let them know, go get my kids. You know?
Holy shit.
So you're right.
Wow.
And I can prove that your rights can be terminated. It gets better. I get better than that, okay? It's better than that. Now they told you lost your rights, right? Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
look up your human rights now. Oh, let's go to
Human rights?
Put that in your
Okay.
face and send that to me because I can't get on it right now.
Yeah, hold on.
last article.
Okay, where do I look up human rights? Is that in this?
No, right here today.
Is that in
Human
this?
Human rights, Article 30. Article 30. That's the last human rights you have, and unless you commit a crime. All right? So 30 says you cannot.
Aren't you?
He's working on it.
That's okay. This is my credibility right here. So you can't tell that I'm sound and I had court hours and I beat you to court. I can get it done. Nope.
Go there.
No rights can be taken. Your rights to your kids, your right to familiar status, to bond with your kids, no rights can be taken from you.
Okay, Article 30 of the human
That's
rights.
clear.
Okay, so we need a declaration. Article 30.
Hold on, we lost her. Article 30. Hold on, I'm calling back. I lost her.
Hello. No. Yeah.
All
right, so- Okay. I'm just gonna give a summation. It's just that you can't lose your right.
30 articles. 30. Article 30. Declaration of the right
Human
and
rights,
responsibility of individuals, groups and organs of society to promote and protect universally recognized human rights and fundamental freedoms. The Declaration on Human Rights Defenders, as it is more commonly known, was adopted unanimously by the General Assembly after almost 20 years of contentious negotiations. It acknowledges that the vital role that human rights defenders play in achieving the full and effective enjoyment of human rights by all and in advancing the negotiations. It acknowledges that the vital role that human rights defenders play in achieving the full and effective enjoyment of human rights by all and by all and advancing the realization of fundamental freedoms everywhere. It also places an obligation on states to protect human rights defenders from threats, attacks, reprisals by both government authorities and non-state actors, and to create an enabling environment by passing laws that implement the provisions of the Declaration. A commentary issued in 2011 confirms that declaration is firmly rooted in international human rights law. It prevents numerous examples of activities of human rights defenders in many forms of reprisals they face, including journalists investigating government corruption. Whoa, wow. Activists advocating for the rights of LGBTI persons, trade unionists striking for decent working conditions, or indigenous communities resisting business activity that threaten their land and resources. And then it says a special rapporteur has been monitoring the situation of human rights defenders. Key role in the special rep. Am I reading the right thing?
No, I think you like in the background of it, the history of it, breakdown. You just need the article itself.
Yeah, any right to engage in any activity or perform any activity. Okay, any right.
Darren, you were mumbled. Say it again.
So any right to engage in any activity. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as implying any right to engage in any activity or to perform any act aimed at the destruction. Any right to engage in any act, perform any act aimed at the destruction of any of the rights and freedoms set forth here within. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as implying. That's what it says there. Jesus almighty, where is this?
Well, you said it. You said nothing in this act should apply for anybody to try to destroy it, destruct your rights away. They use the words destruction, but I have a shorter, plainer version. I gotta find the link for you, okay? I have it on the packet.
Okay.
They cannot any rights. Don't let anything in this law make you feel like you can take or destroy somebody's right, but because you can't. So anyway, and this it went a little, broader. So I have a simple layman's term. All they can't talk to you in no other language than you know. So if you want them to use A to mean the letter A will mean their own dictionary in court. I forgot what it was called. But any words or any way you want to talk, if you give them an index of what your words mean, if you don't believe me, look at the O.J. Simpson case. They cuss up and down that case. Okay? But you have to say, like, with all due respect, tell you exactly what they said verbatim, but you can actually give them an index of what your words mean, an index and a dictionary when you're going in court. Whatever colors you want to choose to mean something for the court, you can do all of that. And I have done this. You can notarize your stuff without a notary. I learned a lot of stuff because I was very serious about getting kids, and I know you guys are. Yeah.
Are you going to talk with us about that? I don't want to jump the gun here, but notarizing things without a notary, is that something that you're going to cover with us here today? Or is it somewhere that we can go with that?
It's just your fingerprint.
Okay. So
it's just using your fingerprint.
Okay.
I use just and the notary person knew exactly what I was doing. He said, "Well, I don't even need to notarize." I said, "No, do it just in case, so the judge might give me a hard time." But it was sound. I couldn't believe the clerk knew what I was doing either. But I had made a form, and see, this was a couple of years ago, so I got to find the form. But it was just your fingerprints and how you place it, or you can listen. A lot of this stuff is made up, so you can make what you want how you want. That's what I got from them. A lot of this shit is made up. So if you want your keychain to be a notary seal, it can be that. But with me learning what I read, it was your fingerprint. That is your essence. That is your seal. Just like the birth certificate. So you can create whatever you want for your household. You don't have to listen to them.
Wow. So a fingerprint is just as good.
Yeah, this is all made up.
I think it's got to be your thumbprint, doesn't it?
No, it was the thumbprint and the placement of the other fingers.
Okay.
But there's people that don't have the people that don't have fingers. What do they use? So we got to take every angle. If I didn't have fingers, what would I use?
Right.
Your toes.
So right, but if you didn't have toes, there are people that are parents that don't have limbs.
Well,
So
you can always seal it with the kids.
Yes, true.
I'm just thinking outside the box.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, outside of the box. Because all of this stuff that they created is made up. A law is based off of an ideal. A bill that I created was based off of ideal. So when you make laws, it's ideal, you know?
Rule 3.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm definitely interested in taking your course. Darren, we're going to take
Yes,
her
we
course.
are. Where do we sign up for that?
She's going to send us a
Okay.
packet.
yeah, I'm gonna give y'all the packet, Kurt, and then we'll start on it. But you gotta be, after we get it done and go through it, it's quick, and then we go on into the courtroom. So be ready to get to the district court. And I don't know if they'll let me stay on the phone, but they can call me by phone to bear witness, because if you testify, I have to testify, depose you. If I ask you under penalty of perjury, you know, that your children were taken, or you have to be forced to pay child support, and all you do is say under penalty of perjury, yes, everything I stated is true. That my official capacity now, okay, I now can help you and go into any courtroom. That's how it goes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so then we can go into court, and I can stand and bear witness. I can't get to every state, so they would have to accommodate me by phone or electronic means.
Can you repeat that one more time?
So that's how that goes. So if you need support,
What'd you
Can
say,
you repeat
Darren?
that? Under penalty of perjury?
all the facts that you stated to me, like say if you told me your daughter was missing or your kids was, we're bearing witness to each other.
And then it's signed.
Yeah. So we're together here.
Okay, but you said something at the end, though. Something was at the end.
It says under penalty of
Yeah,
perjury,
and then the
all
yeah.
facts stated herein. I'm gonna text it. All facts stated in here are complete and upon belief true. That's deposing somebody so that way we can lawfully help them. Because I didn't see it with my eyes. Had I had seen that, and I know what I know, I can lawfully stop the police and kill an officer to stop them from taking your children. So you can look up bad elk. If you witness somebody getting their kids taken, you can lawfully kill a bad cop for kidnapping.
Which we don't promote here.
Bad elk.
But if you need to take the law into your hands, it is lawfully acceptable.
Well, you have a Second Amendment right to protect your property.
Understood. I'm just saying that we don't promote just going out and killing cops.
Well, yeah, we don't promote violence.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just telling you law. I'm not promoting anything but the truth.
Right? No. We don't want somebody that's a little nuts to say, "Well, they said."
Look, if you got a bad cop stealing your kid out of your yard, you're damn right, blast them. But in general, we're not saying promote that, right?
Right. Okay. Well, let me paraphrase it. If you are in the midst of seeing a crime, or if you are a witness after the fact of a crime, you can either call 911, so that way you keep your hands clean, and then you take the report number to the FBI and the Attorney General. But if you are in scuffling with the police, then bad elk versus the United States.
Man, elk.
I've always wondered why the clean hands doctrine only applied to people like us, when CPS and child support and these judges all have dirty hands. I've never understood why they don't apply it to themselves.
It does apply to them, but they're foreign entities. So on the package that I'm going to send you, that's what we're going to go through it. They lose immunity when they commit a crime. The minute they engage.
I've had to tell some of my people that I help, well, the judge told me to sit down and shut up and the Constitution doesn't apply here. And I said, If I were you, I would have said, are you sure the Constitution doesn't apply? Yes. Are you positive that the Constitution doesn't apply? Yes. I said, and then I would smile and say, that's awesome because it doesn't apply to you now either.
That's a good one, Tiff. Lead her right into it.
Well, did they got a record of that? Did they have that recorded?
We can't record here in Virginia. Absolutely not. You better not take a device up in that courthouse and they find out about it.
So did they ask? Okay, when you go to court, let me try to help. When you go into before a court, a fake court, ask the court real nicely. Can you get a copy of the court proceedings minutes for today? They're supposed to give you a copy right there and then. If you ask nicely, they may make you wait if they don't like you, but they have to give you a copy of the transcripts for the minutes of that proceeding of that day. And once you get it, it should show what they said. But say if they don't, you can ask them in the middle of your going back and forth. The Constitution doesn't apply here. Could you please certify that in writing? Thank you, Your Honor. And they're going to start coughing it, right? Because they won't give it to you. The minute they say no, that still equates as fraud. So I would call 911. I'd be in the courthouse calling 911. 911. I'm telling you, call 911. But
well, I have to say this about you. I have followed you, and I told you this. I have followed you until you just went off the radar. So I know that everything you're saying is true. One, because I do a lot of it anyway. But two, because you really are a trooper. I need to take my queen hat off and hand it to you and put a princess hat on.
So we could call 911 in the courtroom if they're not following the rule. Is that what you
right. So we can go into court with a bunch of people, with each case being heard. So we can do class action, or we can do individual. I just want to get everybody's paperwork in order so it's done right, and then people will start winning. This stuff will stop. And then, do you know that they have a what is it called? A landmark class against the CPS people for hurting people with disabilities like they did me? A landmark case. They had reached a major decision for disrespecting disabled parents' rights. So I don't know if anybody else is disabled. Yes, that's on the Department of Justice website. That's our true police. The Department of Justice. Okay. The FBI.
Now, can I ask you a question here? So a lot of people, including us, we speak very highly of the sheriffs of the United States because they're supposedly the only legitimate law enforcement agency because they're elected. How do you feel about the sheriffs, and do you recommend that we use the sheriffs for things like that we're talking about now?
They're fake. I don't care if they fake the election. They are fake. Sheriffs are all fake. Our marshals are yes, they are fake. You know who the real servers and the U.S. federal marshals? Those are the guys that get the paperwork that we need. The fake sheriffs that pretend to be marshals and shit, they are fake. And I just beat them. They are fake. That's all I'm gonna say. Fake.
Yeah, well, me and my sheriff don't get along anyway because I called him out on his own bullshit.
They can't be elected because our election is federal. You can't now make a state and a county election. Who sent you? Who created you? Ask them their jurisdiction because they have none. No positive law jurisdiction created you, so you are fake, and we can legally citizens arrest their butts. That's what should be going on. Okay. But because they have guns right now, because they're just citizens. It's a group of citizens that made a uniform. That's all. They're not legally here.
Wow. Did you, Rochelle, did you want to bring your friend Larry in at any point because he's outside of the box right now? Did you want to bring him in to speak with him, or do you want to have him?
Sure.
Okay, let's bring him in.
Or he can come in if he wants to. He has a father's
Okay,
right.
yeah.
He's
There we
coming.
go. There we are. Larry, you're back in here now, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing good.
First question: what Rochelle put up online? Can y'all please send me that? What she put up online that gave me, and hit me with it on my baconlarry351@gmail.com on my phone number
I'll tell her.
805-628-6497.
He said whatever you put up, he can't get into. Can you send it to his Gmail account?
Okay.
Then I can get into it.
She said she'll send it. She said she'll send it to your
Okay,
email.
cool. Man, that's a positive thing. Yes,
Larry,
ma'am.
He said yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
yeah, I wanted to be very clear about the rights. The only time you lose your rights is when you commit a true crime. A lot of people don't know what a true crime is. A crime is when you cause loss, injury, damage to somebody's property or their person or death.
Okay.
A lot of people aren't committing crimes and going to jail.
Okay. Gotcha.
So your human rights are superior, are over your civil rights, your constitutional rights. Okay.
So you talking about a package what you was doing?
Article 30 can't lose.
Say it again.
You were talking about a package?
Larry, say it
you were
again.
talking about a package what you was sending out to everybody to file jointly or file all together?
No.
What did you say?
Yeah, I have packets for members, like people. I have two packets. Packets for people who just want the help, right? And I have packets for people who want to really advocate. So the packet for people that really want to advocate and get the certificate, so your sound is like 30, 40 pages. Plus I have books and stuff. So it's different for people who are really advocates. And it's different for people who just want the help. I got a one-page hitter quitter if you want to just stop your child support. If you want to just stop your CPS case. But if you want to help other people, then I have what you need.
Okay. I'd like to do all of it there. I think it's all positive for me because I'm already an advocate, but more I adapt, more I adjust to, more better for me.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear him, Rochelle?
Tell I can me.
Okay. He said count me in.
All right.
Cool.
She said all right.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody have any questions to make sure you can, properly maneuver through court the next time you have to go.
I got one, Michelle. My question is,
Larry said you got
can you
one.
hear me? My question is,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, since they terminated our rights, that they can never turn it, so we could go use the FBI to get them restated there. That's what she's saying on that paperwork, what y'all saw? So
He said, did you hear him?
on the last story?
Yes, I heard him.
She heard you. Hold on. She's about to answer you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you never lost your rights, okay? You never. So you would get your human rights and highlight Article 30. You could never take my rights unless I committed a crime against a child or her. If they can't prove that you did a crime, then your rights will never terminated.
Okay. Got you. I got that.
That's under the human rights terminate. That's under the Article 30 of the human rights, right? That they can't terminate your rights.
Okay.
Correct. Anybody else have any questions for her?
I just like a good research. Just like me doing research and putting paperwork in. Tell her how everything going in her case, or does she still have a case?
I think she's just waiting on her settlement.
Okay. So the kids are back home?
Yeah, she said
the kids
yes.
are back home?
Not yet. She's going to get them soon.
Right. As soon as I get some money for security, because I don't have proper support.
As soon as she can get money for the security guards that she needs, she's going to get her kids.
Okay, how much? Not to be nosy, how much is it? Because I've been in Philadelphia for a fundraiser at a house, and we do fundraisers for money, like for my show. The Sam Alabama trying to do a march, and I can put a voice in for her and put her online and let her know introduce herself.
Did you hear him?
Uh,
He said he's going to Philly, and he could to do a fundraiser, and he could get you online.
okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
She said, "Okay,
yeah,
thank you. You'll have to send it to her
yeah.
in an
I'll be
email
there.
when she emails you.
Uh-huh. I'll send it back to her.
Send her the
Okay,
information."
cool. Thank you.
Hey Rochelle, we got a question here from one of our other guests here. Well, he's the manager of the shows, but he's got his name is Vinny. He's got a question for you that kind of pertains to what we're talking about here. Do you mind if he asks you this question? All right.
Don't
Cool.
mind.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Vinny.
What about allegations of sexual abuse with no proof of evidence at all, even physical?
Like I said, they have to prove their claims or case dismissed, and you get your kids or whatever justice. They have to prove it.
What if they're going off of hearsay only? Because Maine has a low ball with hearsay, and they're allowed in the courtroom.
Not in a true court. You're in a fake court, remember? We're in a fake court. So they can make up whatever they want. And a lot of people are in these fake courts, and not one of the people have did an objection or an appeal. That's where y'all are stagnated at. You haven't got the order and then put a little note stating that I want to appeal this case right here. And you send it into the higher court. And that stops them from bothering you from the family court. I can assist with that. I do appeals, I do briefs, I do order to show causes, habeas corpus. I'm profound at risk.
Rid of habeas corpus.
Benny, you're gonna have to get with her because you're gonna need her help.
Yeah.
So,
I dropped my email in there so she can reach out to me.
And if she
Okay, I
didn't
got it.
get
I see it.
Yo, she saw it. I was gonna say if she didn't see it, I can forward it to her.
Okay. All right. So make sure you're ready to file within the week or so. It doesn't take that long. You got your order. We can get it done in the same day.
I got all my
Larry's got a question.
I got all my case file.
All right. No, we're good to go, Vinny.
She said we're good to go, Vinny. Go ahead, Larry.
Awesome. I'll going in the back now. Thanks.
Turn your mic on, Larry.
it is on. Let's say a family member said you hit him. The police came. You went to jail, and you said I did it so to get back to your daughters. So let's say hypothetically that happened. So will that still count as a physical assault, but you never touched them, no pictures of chicken or nothing? Without a million guilt, or how would that play off in that situation, Rochelle?
Say that one more time. It broke up so bad in the beginning of the statement.
Okay.
Say it one more time,
She said,
please.
repeat
Let's
it.
say your brother-in-law said you hit him, and it was a lie. You took the deal to get back to your daughters, and then they terminated your parents' rights. But since you came up with this new law, how would that play a part in this? They never proved that they showed no pictures, no nothing, just a lie. How would that play out? I'm giving you a scenario.
Right. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the same thing because you're in a fake court. A fake court can't make true law. You understand?
Okay.
The city, the state, the sheriff have no jurisdictional power. If you're not in the federal court, you've been frauded and scammed.
Okay, cool.
I don't care what they said about you.
Okay, cool. I got you. Sounds great. I'm in. All right.
So we're gonna end the show for now.
Okay.
Darren and I are definitely going to take her advocate course. And I will also send Darren a screenshot of her group that's on Facebook. Are you still doing that group?
Yeah, I am.
So that people can go to her group because she's awesome. I love dealing with people that are so much smarter than me because I learn so much from them. The day you think that you can't learn anything else, then you're doing stuff wrong. So I want to end the show now. Darren, we'll be in touch. Have a great day,
All right,
everybody.
Yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you very much, guys.
Thank you.
All right, bye.